Kohala, La Yahweh, Bahasam Yahawasa, Bahasam Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahawasa, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahawasa, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahawasa, the water, Yahweh Bahasam Yahawasa, Bahasam Kodash. Honorada a los apóstoles, a los ancianos de Yasharala, Great Millstone, y Shalom a los escogidos. Ok, aquí tengo hoy un testimonio de un sueño. Y en las últimas 2 semanas yo he tenido, ahora yo creo que son cuatro sueños de gente volviéndose loco y peleando con todo el mundazo. Si ustedes vieron esa película Kingsman, que tuvieron una escena en la iglesia donde todo el mundo se puso a pelear contra todo el mundo, eso fue lo que pasó. Yo he tenido varios sueños de eso, ya son 4. Yo no he hecho video de los otros 3 sueños que tuve porque no me recordé mucho de la secuencia de los eventos de esos sueños. Esos sueños, como que perdí la memoria de esos sueños, pero yo sé que en estas últimas 2 semanas yo he tenido varios sueños de zombies, y en cada uno de esos sueños Yahweh me salvó. Okay, pero esta mañana yo tuve un sueño, mira, el sueño empezó que yo estaba discutiendo con un tío mío que está muerto en la vida real, y él se puso conmigo, yo no sé, y yo le dije a él que mire, ya yo no soy niño, para que tú me estés faltando el respeto. Y después mi tío se fue, yo me fui de ahí, yo estaba en la casa de una tía, me fui de ahí y empecé a volar sobre las calles, y yo estaba volando más rápido de lo que yo vuelo normalmente en los sueños lúcidos, porque a veces yo tengo sueños lúcidos que esos son sueños donde tú sabes que estás soñando y tú tienes poderes, y en esos sueños yo no, cuando yo vuelo en esos sueños es lento, pero en este sueño yo estaba volando rápido. Okay. Yo estaba volando por encima de las calles, con el tráfico. Yo estaba siguiendo el tráfico, y después encontré una tienda donde venden videojuegos. Okay. No es como un GameStop o algo así, es una tienda pequeña. Y bueno, no era tan pequeña. Entonces yo entro a la tienda y yo veo que hay cajas por todas partes, y le pregunto al dueño si ya él va a cerrar el negocio. Él se sienta en un mueble y viene otro tipo y se sienta al lado de él. Yo creo que el otro tipo es también el dueño, o quizá un cliente, no sé. Y él me dice que no, que el negocio solo está más lento, pero que él no está fuera del negocio todavía. Entonces yo le explico a él un sueño que yo tuve. Yo hice un video acerca de este sueño, donde el mercado de valores, dentro del sueño le estoy explicando a él otro sueño que yo tuve. y le dije que este sueño era acerca del mercado de valores desplomándose y que habían flechas rojas, todo apuntando abajo, que todas las acciones estaban en cero. Y cuando yo vi eso, y todavía le estoy contando del sueño, dentro de este sueño, cuando yo vi que el mercado de valor se desplomó, entonces yo vi un accidente de tránsito afuera, que un carro como que chocó un carro afuera. Y en ese sueño yo estoy en un penthouse, y entonces yo miro por la ventana, yo miro para abajo las calles y todo el mundo se está volviendo loco, ¿ok? Y se desató el infierno. Cuando yo acabo de decirle a ese tipo acerca de ese sueño, yo oigo 2 sonidos de trompeta y una pelea afuera de la tienda. Se arma un maldito lío, ¿ok? Una pelea como un Royal Rumble, ¿ok? Todo el mundazo peleando. Al principio yo pensaba que era una pelea regular, pero me di cuenta que todo el mundo estaba peleando contra todo el mundo. Entonces yo le pregunto a los 2 tipos en el mueble si ellos recibieron la cosa esa, tú sabes, la cosa que el gobierno obligó a todo el mundo a ponerse. Si ellos se metieron el jugo. Y ellos me dijeron que no. Entonces yo salgo por la salida trasera de la tienda y veo otro grupo de gente peleando. Y lo primero que yo hago es que yo llamo a Yasharala para que me libre de esto. Y inmediatamente me pongo a flotar sobre todo el mundazo. Pero yo me di cuenta, antes de que yo me puse a flotar, que nadie me estaba prestando atención. Y todo el mundo me estaba ignorando. Ellos se estaban peleando entre sí mismos y me estaban ignorando. Entonces yo volé por encima de ellos y fui al edificio donde yo estaba viviendo. Cuando yo entro, hay 2 mujeres y un hombre, y ellos estaban normal, no se volvieron locos. Y todo el mundo estaba tratando de usar el ascensor para llegar a su casa. Y le dije, mira, que sería mejor idea que usen el ascensor uno a la vez, en caso de que otro se vuelva loco, como la gente que están afuera. Porque yo estaba pensando que quizá la trompeta no había sonado en esa área. Y el hombre pensó que era una buena idea, pero las 2 mujeres entraron al mismo tiempo, como quiera. Entonces cuando el ascensor volvió, yo le dije al hombre que vaya adelante, pero él insistió que yo sea el siguiente. Entonces yo me metí en el ascensor y era tan pequeño que tú solo te podías sentar. Y le doy a un botón para cerrar la puerta y el ascensor va subiendo solo. Yo no sé qué clase de ascensor era, pero yo diría que era como un ascensor inteligente, porque como que te escanea con una cámara y sabe dónde tú vives y te deja en ese piso. Entonces yo me quedo en este penthouse grandísimo. Y hay un hombre joven ahí y una mujer como de unos 50, 55, 56 años por ahí, y que yo estoy asumiendo que era su mamá. Y yo le dije lo que estaba pasando afuera y también le pregunté si ellos recibieron tú sabes, la bacuco. Y ellos me dijeron que no. Entonces yo le di un cumplido. Y yo le dije, mira, ustedes son la gente más inteligente que yo conozco. Y yo le dije a ellos que yo creo que todo el mundo que recibió la vaina se convirtió en zombie. Entonces yo entro a otro cuarto que tiene una ventana grandísima, que es una ventana como del piso hasta el techo. Y yo miro para afuera. Se pueden ver 2 calles en la intersección. Y habían cuerpos por todas partes y gente que todavía estaban peleando. Y yo podía oír la gente voceando mientras que estaban peleando, y me puse a pensar si ellos retenieron tú sabes, si retenieron alguna parte de sus mentes, o si eso eran gente que no recibieron la cosa, que no se convirtieron en zombies, pero se encontraron en el caos, porque no tenían se lo llevó el caos porque no tenían la protección de Yahweh. Entonces yo subí a otro piso en el edificio y vi una gente ahí que estaban preparando unos fusiles, pistolas, tenían toda clase de pistolas y toda clase de armas, que era como un armario militar, pero ellos no eran, no me vieron como una, no me trataron como si yo fuera una amenaza, okay. Pero ellos estaban planeando usar esas armas contra cualquiera que entre en el edificio, y ahí se acabó el sueño. Que eso me hace pensar que si ustedes ven esa foto ahí, que es de la película Cell, que salió en el 2016, que protagonizada por Samuel L. Jackson y John Cusack. Y en esa película la gente se volvieron locos. Ellos recibieron una llamada en sus celulares y se oyó un tono en la llamada y se volvieron locos. Y la gente que no recibieron las llamadas no se volvieron locos. Y ahí tú puedes ver cómo estaban esa gente, man. Segundo Esdras 6, versículo 23. Y la trompeta dará un sonido, el cual cuando todos oigan temerán de repente. En aquel tiempo los amigos pelearán unos contra otros como enemigos. La tierra tendrá miedo con los que en ella habitan. Los manantiales de las fuentes se detendrán y en 3 horas no correrán. Eso suena mucho como este sueño y como esa película, como la escena esa en la iglesia en Kingsman. También la 4ª temporada de la serie Westworld, el 7º capítulo. Ellos están en un metro y se oye un sonido y entonces todo el mundo se pone a pelear. Todo el mundazo se pone a pelear, y menos los protagonistas. Si ustedes ven esa serie, chequen ese capítulo, Westworld, la 4ª temporada, el 7º capítulo. Así mismo fue que pasó en el sueño. Se oyó un sonido y todo el mundo se puso a pelear. Amigos, hermanos, hijos contra padres, madres contra sus hijas, todo el mundo se puso a pelear. Ey, pero Yahweh Señor se estaba conmigo, man. Yahweh Ratazá. Y si eso pasa, man, Yahweh Ratazá, que Él esté conmigo también en ese tiempo. Yo lo voy a dejar ahí. Si están escuchando en español, Shalom. Alright, so this is a dream testimony. And in the past 2 weeks, I've had like 4 zombie dreams already. Like 4. And these are not like your Walking Dead, your Night of the Living Dead type, rotting, coming out of the graves type zombies. I think they call them Romero zombies. Now these were more like 28 days later. All right. The just people that went crazy. And I don't remember the previous 3 dreams I had too well, so I didn't make videos about them. But hey, this one that I had this morning, man, shit, that shit was so intense. And I remember it clearly that I had to make a video about it. I haven't had as many zombie dreams, and I haven't even been watching no zombie movies or nothing like that recently, man. Matter of fact, I've been watching some different genres, like sci-fi and space type of shit recently. So it can't be influenced by anything that I've been watching recently. Or it can't be like a tuna sandwich, a bad tuna sandwich, like some brothers be saying. But hey, man, this dream started where I was at like an aunt's house, and one of my uncles there was dead in real life. He was there, and all of a sudden, he starts, getting mad at me. And I'll tell him, hey, I'm not a kid anymore, man. You can't mess with me like that. All right, I'm not little anymore. And then he left. When he left, I left too. And I started flying over the street. Okay, I was flying faster than what I usually do in my lucid dreams. And for those that don't know, lucid dreams are dreams where you know that you're dreaming. Or where you're aware, 100% aware that you are dreaming. And in my lucid dreams, like when I fly, I really don't fly that fast for some reason. I don't know why. But in this dream, man, I was flying fast. Like I was keeping up with traffic. I was flying with traffic, but like above the street, like above the power lines. Eventually I found this video game store that had the door open. It was like a mom and pop video game store. It wasn't like a GameStop or something like that. I go in and I see boxes everywhere. And I ask the owner if he's going out of business. He sits down on a couch and some other guy comes out of nowhere and sits next to him. And I assume this other guy must be a co-owner or maybe he's a customer or something. So he tells me, nah, the business is just slowing down, but he's not out of business yet. And I tell him about this dream I had. It's crazy because I'm in a dream telling someone in that dream about another dream I had. And I made a video about this dream a while back. I don't remember when exactly, but it was also another zombie, all hell breaks loose type of dream. So, and that was a dream I had about the stock market collapsing and everyone going out of business. So I told him in that dream, I was watching CNN and the major story on all the channels was that the stock market was going down to zero, and there were red zigzagging arrows on all the charts pointing down on every single stock. And when I saw that, and I'm still talking about the other dream, I'm still telling the guy in the dream about the other dream. When I saw that the stock market crashed, I suddenly hear a loud car crash outside. So I'm in a penthouse, like on the last floor, high up. So I look down at the street from the window, and everyone is going crazy. All hell broke loose. When I finished telling him about that dream, I hear two loud-ass horn sounds, and a huge fight breaks out outside the store. At first, I thought it was just a regular fight that broke out, but I realized that everyone was fighting against each other. It was like a Royal Rumble, but without the fake fighting. They were hitting each other for real, like they were trying to kill each other. So I asked the guys on the couch, y'all took the jump shot? Y'all took the juice? And they said no. So I leave out the back exit, and I see another crowd of people fighting, and the first thing I do is call on Yahweh to deliver me from this evil. Immediately I start floating above everybody. But the crazy part is, before I started floating over the crowds of people that are fighting, nobody was paying attention to me. They were all ignoring me, like I was invisible to them, like the Most High hid me from them. So I fly right over them, and I head to a building I was staying at. It was also a penthouse. When I go inside, there were two women and a man in the lobby, and they were normal. And everybody was trying to use the elevator to get to their house, to their homes. But I told them it would be a better idea if everyone used the elevator one at a time in case anybody else goes crazy. Because I thought maybe that the horns, the trumpets hadn't sounded in this area yet. Them towers, I thought maybe them towers weren't activated around there yet. So the man thought it was a good idea, but the two women went in at the same time anyways. After the elevator came back, I told the man to go ahead, but he insisted that I go next. So I got in the smallest elevator. It was so small, he had to sit down on this seat to fit in. And I press a button to close the door, then the elevator starts going up on its own. I don't know what kind of elevator it was, but it was like a smart elevator, like some kind of futuristic elevator, because it scans you through a camera and it takes you automatically to the floor that you live in. So I get off at this huge ass penthouse. I don't know if it's mine or what. And there's a young man and an older woman there who I assume was his mother. I told them what was going on outside. Then I asked them if they got the jump. They got the thing, and they said no. So I complimented them and I told them, hey, y'all some of the smartest people I know. I told them that I believe that everyone who took the thing, turned into a crazy zombie. So I go into another room with a big ass window. I'm talking about this shit was looking like the windows were from the floor to the ceiling. That's how big it was. And I look outside everywhere. Everywhere, there were bodies on the floor and people were fighting. And I could hear some people shouting while they were fighting, so I thought either they still retained their mental faculties, or those people who didn't get the thing, the juice, maybe they got caught up in the chaos because they didn't have the protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So I go up to another floor in the building, and I saw some people there getting guns ready. They had a lot of guns, like an armory, but they weren't hostile to me. All right, it didn't see me as a threat because I wasn't crazy, and they were planning on using the guns against anybody that might try to come into the building. And the dream ended. And that shit reminded me of this verse right here. Second Ezra 6 verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Hey, when them horns of the trumpet sounded, man, it sounded twice. All hell broke loose, man. People started there wasn't even no provocation, no reason. Man, people will start a fight over anything, these days, but there was no argument or nothing before the fights. People were just walking around normally. The sound, those two trumpets came, those two horns sounded off. It sounded like I don't know, like a semi truck, one of those big ass cargo trucks or Mack trucks, kind of like that. But it played twice, and then everybody started going crazy, man. Everybody started fighting each other, whoever they were closest to. Who the first person they saw, they locked on that person and they started fighting. It was like that scene in Kingsman in the church. Just everybody fighting everybody, like a fucking battle royal. All right, like some WWE shit, but they were fighting for real. It wasn't no fake punches, no fake kicks being thrown. And they were ignoring me, man. I was invisible to them. But the Most High still had me floating over them. So, hey, I wouldn't put it past this devil to do some shit, man. All right? If y'all seen the last season of Westworld, the 7th episode when they're in the subway, the same, that's predictive programming, man. They have there's so many movies that they got out there where they play some kind of sound and then everybody starts fighting. All right, there's a lot of pieces of media out there if you know where to look. So they must be planning some shit. All right, I wouldn't put it past the devil, all right, Esau, to do some shit like this. All right, induce a rabies type reaction in the population. All right, like an immediate rabies type reaction. I wouldn't be surprised if this devil engineered a rabies virus that makes you go crazy in minutes instead of days. Because I think in real life, if you get rabies, it takes days for you to die from that shit. It takes you a while for you to go crazy. But I wouldn't be surprised if this devil made some shit that made you start attacking everybody like in 2 minutes. Some World War Z type shit. I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe they have some other way of doing it. Who knows? Hey, but in all those dreams, Yahweh Basim, Yahweh Shai was with me. All right, and Yahweh Ratazai, if some shit like that ever happens, hey, Yahweh Ratazai, Yahweh Basim Shai is with me. And he's with all you Akim and Aquathium that are in this truth, that are keeping the word of Yahweh Basim Shai. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Basim Shai. Kahalal, La Yahweh, Bahasem Yahweh Shai, Bahasem Rakal Kodash, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, the water, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bahasem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the 144,000. Ababa Ball. Abad Kal Gawiyam. Abad Kal Adawamium. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.